January 10th, 2022. It's an overcast sky, as you can see. So here is the nest. It would be good to find out which type of bird makes a nest like that. This is a juniper hedge, which the berries used to be used for flavouring the beer. The jam is very nice, but it is a bit sharp and there are lots of stones. The stones have to be removed and before you make the jam, or you will break your teeth. But with apple, it's really nice jam. You can look up juniper hedges in Kent, but my main slant today is to show you the lichen covering these branches. And since you can look up how slowly lichen grows, you can see what I mean. They're covered in that. Last time I came, there was a yellow lichen. I don't see too much of it, but if I do, I shall record it. The temperature today at this moment is 6 degrees Celsius, and there is the hedge. You can follow me, and there is the meadow where the hay is grown for the horses and harvested in August. The juniper hedge is very thorny, and what I found out last time, I will show you my finger as to how big the thorns are. And what happens is they're very sharp, and there they are. And then these thorns then become branches, and their ends are very sharp. I will show you an evidence of that in a minute. So this is what I would consider a thorn. There is a smaller thorn here, half my finger, and I'll show you some other thorns and how it has become branched out into a branch. Basically, the thorns become branches. I did not have to go very far. Now here is a good example of how the thorn has become a branch. And then interestingly, it's not very sharp at the end. And here is another one. There it is rapidly turning into a branch. Here's another one, which is a good example. This is a thorn. It's still sharp at the end. It would go through my skin if I fell on it. But look, it is now as 4 of my fingers. And since they have arthritis, they're quite fat fingers. And now this is turned into a branch. I won't cut it, so I keep a track of it. Interesting, I thought. Here are 2 oak trees, and beyond there are 2 oak trees here, and we can't reach the oak trees because there is this thick juniper hedge which has grown, obviously to protect the field as well as to provide food for the local industry, which was very strong at one time. It was brewing beer, and then flavouring it with the juniper berries. Here is a path made into the field by the wild animals, and there are deer, very small deer. When I take a photo or I'm lucky enough to see them, which is usually at dusk, if you stand very still, you will see them. But I have seen them, but I didn't have my camera. There isn't enough time. Anyway, this is what in Urdu or Hindi we would call pug dandi. Pug means foot, dandi is a stick. It's just narrow enough that 1 foot, a person with 1 foot, 1 person can walk down it. So it's pug dandi. And you can see this animal has made this. I wouldn't go through it. I could, I suppose, go through it and show you the other side near the stream. where there is the stream, but it's very too many thorns, not worth making the effort. This is a lovely example of a fruiting lichen that I've just seen. Hope you can see it too. Look it up, you will learn a lot. Here is a lovely example of a yellow lichen. It looks like when they first start it's yellow and then they go grey, so it is the same species. Here is another example of starting with yellow and then going grey. So there is only one type of lichen here, the grey one. This is a particularly thick hedge of juniper. I cannot see across at all. On the other side there is a stream. Obviously it has tapped into the water and it is doing well here.